Did you know there are over 250 million widows and widowers worldwide? When a man loses his wife, society often rushes to ask who will take care of the kids. This question reveals a deep-seated bias, the belief that fathers are secondary parents. For the widower, grief is complicated by the sudden pressure to master roles he was never taught to play. He's no longer just a father, he's now the primary caregiver, the cook, the hair braider, the homework helper, the sole emotional anchor. When a man loses his wife, he loses his partner, but society often forgets he is also stepping into a new, overwhelming reality, often without a guide or a map. The grief is silent, but the responsibilities are loud. This journey is often made harder by what experts call benevolent sexism. Imagine a widower at the grocery store juggling to crying kids. A stranger might approach and say, "Oh, poor thing, you're brave for doing this alone." While the intention might seem kind, the underlying message is clear: he's not expected to be competent. This is the double standard of parenting. Widows are often seen as supermoms expected to handle everything. But widowers are frequently treated like babysitters of their own children, temporary stand-ins until a new maternal figure arrives. These daily microaggressions, this constant pity without real structural support, can erode a man's confidence at his most vulnerable time. He isn't just grieving, he's fighting the stereotype of the incompetent dad. The challenges go beyond chores and pity. Shockingly, modern society often views a single man with children with an earned suspicion. Picture this: a father playing with his daughter at a park, taking photos of her smiling. Instead of seeing a loving parent, other parents whisper and watch him with distrust. This suspicion can bleed into his professional life as well. At work, widowers may face a fatherhood penalty, while married fathers often get a fatherhood bonus. Seen as more stable and responsible, a widower might be viewed as a liability. A boss might think his commitment is questionable because he no longer has a wife at home to handle the domestic front. He's passed over for promotions, seen as less fully present. This isn't just unfair, it's a punishment for his loss. This constant battle leads to profound emotional isolation. Men are conditioned to man up, to suppress their emotions, and just get on with it. This makes seeking help incredibly difficult. A widower might go to a parent-teacher meeting and find he's the only man in a room full of mothers. He tries to join a conversation, but the dynamic can feel exclusive, unintentionally shutting him out. He might search online for a support group for grieving spouses, only to find it's almost entirely women, making him feel like an intruder. Without a proper emotional outlet, the immense stress of solo parenting can take a heavy toll, leading to a serious decline in both physical and mental health. The silence is deafening. So, how can we build a more supportive society for these fathers? It starts by changing our perspective. Supporting a widower means more than bringing a casserole. It means seeing him as a fully capable parent, not a stand-in. It means dismantling the suspicion and replacing it with genuine community. Let's normalize solo dads. When you see a father caring for his children, stop calling it babysitting. Let's advocate for workplace flexibility, including proper bereavement leave and flexible hours that recognize a father's dual role. And most importantly, let's create and promote emotional support systems where men feel safe to be vulnerable, encouraging them to seek therapy without shame. A father's love is not a substitute, it is a foundation. By offering respect, trust, and real support, we can help these men and their children not just survive, but thrive. Thanks for watching.